Welcome back to the channel, guys, and today I'm doing another Imperialism, and this time, if you guys can't see, it will be the NBA. So how this will work is we'll end up spinning a wheel and seeing what team gets to go first. Alright, now let's say that we pick the Mavs. The Mavs could either play the Thunder, the Rockets, the Spurs, or take New Mexico. And if they play one of these teams and win, they end up taking their land and taking one of their players. But if they don't win and lose, then the other team takes their land and one of their players also. And we'll keep doing this so forth and so on until we have one champion. And the first team up will be the drum roll. The Clippers. Warriors? Hold on. The Warriors will be first. And the Warriors only have 3 options. Let's see what they land on here. I mean, honestly, they could do anything. And they end up taking Nevada, which doesn't hurt them, but doesn't make them better either. And the next team up will be the Clippers. Wow, so right next to them. And the Clippers are forced to play a game here since they are between the Warriors and the Lakers, and they end up playing the Warriors. And just to let you guys know, if the games aren't close, I'm not jumping in, but the Warriors took this one away with Curry, Chris Paul, and Wiggins doing their thing. And the player that I took was Paul George. I felt like he would fit the team better. And this is what it looks like on the map. But I'm not going to keep going back to it, as the Cavs end up getting picked next, and they end up taking over West Virginia. And then the next team up will be the Nets, and the Nets will end up playing the Raptors. And at first, it started being a lot of Raptors ball, as you can see there in the third quarter and the first quarter. But the Nets ended up making it a pretty close game, as you see in all those bottoms of the quarters. So we ended up jumping in at a minute 9 with 104-107 Nets ball. And Spicy P puts up the free throws, making it 105-107. And I did try this camera angle. I didn't really like this one, so I did go back to 2K low, because this camera angle just ain't it. But as you see there, gets a screen from Ben Simmons, and oh my god, Spencer Dinwiddie has just been hooping. Like, no matter what you can say about him, no matter what team he's been on, he's just been a baller, making it now 109-105. Pascal Siakam dribbling up the ball, getting something. See, this is the only reason why I didn't like this camera angle, bro. Like, look at the corners are just empty. But Spicy P puts up a layup, misses it, gets his rebound, passes out to Chris Boucher, misses. Spencer Dinwiddie gets the rebound, gets fouled, and that's game. So Spencer Dinwiddie had 22 points, and the player that we took was Spicy P, because I felt like he would just make the team good. And the next team up is the Magic, and the Magic will end up taking Alabama. And then the next team up will be the Trailblazers, and the Trailblazers end up taking Washington. And the next team up is the Thunder, and the Thunder will end up playing against the Nuggets, which is a hard matchup already for them. This young Thunder team going up against the champions. And so far, it did seem like it was being a little bit close, but then the Nuggets just started to pull away in that fourth quarter, and not even to the point where I could jump in. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander had himself a game, but a triple-double from Jokic, you can't beat that. And we did take Shai for the Nuggets. And the next team up will be the Pistons, and the Pistons will end up playing against the Bucks. And already the Pistons already had themselves a hard matchup to begin with. I feel like any team that they played around them, whether it be the Cavs, the Bucks, or the Pacers, or the Bulls, it's just a hard challenge. But this game was close enough for me to jump in. 126-130 with 2 minutes left. I felt like we could definitely watch this, as Giannis gets the ball at the top of the key, gets the screen from Bobby Portis, drives to the lane, and almost doesn't do Giannis things. He misses right there. I mean, that was just good defense, as Cade Cunningham, Marvin Bagley, trying to work his thing, puts up the reverse layup and gets it, making it a 2-point game, which I didn't expect this game to be close, but I'm all here for it, man. The closer the games, the more excited I am. But Giannis, he's going to be Giannis. He's going to run his offense, do his thing, gives it to Grayson Allen, and just makes honestly some BS. Nobody here likes Grayson Allen. If you're a Grayson Allen fan, please comment down below, because I don't think I know one person that really likes Grayson Allen like that. But the Pistons trying to make this comeback, running some plays, nothing working. Screen for Cade Cunningham, pops. I don't know what that was. That was just pathetic, to be honest. It was just a waste of an offense possession. Still waiting for something. I don't know. This it puts that up and goes in, but that's Giannis. He's not gonna miss that. But as you've seen down there, Jaden Ivey did have 31 points in this game, which is kind of surprising from the Rook. But he is really good. hoping to see a lot of better things from year 2. I am a Pistons fan, as yeah, that goes off, and as soon as I seen that they missed this, I kind of knew that their hopes were pretty slim, as they foul right there, and that is game. And Giannis had himself a nice game, but so did Jaden Ivey. I wanted to point that out. And we did take Cade Cunningham from the Pistons, and the next team up will be the Nuggets, and the Nuggets will end up taking Kansas. And then the next team up will be the Kings, and the Kings can only play 2 teams, and they end up playing the Warriors, which already have a stacked lineup to begin with. But how's your guys' day been, bro? I've just been chilling, just trying to do my thing. As you see here, it was kind of a close game, but then the Warriors did start to take away a little, and I didn't think that they were going to be able to make this comeback right here, because I was debating on jumping in. But yeah, no, they ended up doing that, which I probably could have jumped in, but Paul George on his new team ends up beating down this Kings team, and the player that I took was Sabonis. I felt like he just made the team all around better. As you look here, this Warriors team is a juggernaut, hashtag 2016, but the next team up will be the Grizzlies, and the Grizzlies will end up taking Mississippi. And the next team up is the Lakers, and the Lakers will end up playing against the Suns. Already 2 big rivalries that we have here, you know, from the playoff games when one was a 2 seed, one was a 7 seed. But, you know, this game was all Suns. I mean, I honestly forgot that Bradley Beal was on this team, and LeBron James just couldn't get it done. He had a really good performance, but when you're going up against a team like this, you can't do much. And now LeBron is a Phoenix Sun, which is crazy enough to see. And the next team up is the Bulls, and the Bulls will end up playing against the Bucks with Cade Cunningham. Who knows how this will go, but I don't know. It was honestly all Bulls to begin with. I mean, the Bucks did kind of make it a little bit close, but it was all Bulls, man. I know Bulls fans are happy right now because they might win, at least in my simulation. I don't know about in real life. But DeMar DeRozan had himself a game, and the obvious player that we took was the Greek Freak. I mean, it's a no-brainer. But the next team up will be the Timberwolves, and the Timberwolves will end up taking South Dakota. And the next team up is the Spurs, and the Spurs will end up playing against the Rockets, which, hey, don't get me wrong, Victor Wembanyama could definitely beat this team, but it was honestly all Rockets. Rockets just took away this game with I wouldn't say ease, but it was just Rockets kind of all game. And Fred VanVleet did have himself a game, but obviously we took Wembanyama. I feel like, you know, he's just gonna make any team better. And the next team will be the Jazz. And the Jazz will have themselves a challenge going up against the Nuggets, which with Shea and just the team's a championship team already. And then adding a player like that, I don't know who's going to stop this team. Honestly, I can't wait for Warriors Nuggets. And yeah, just a 145, 106. Jokic again with the triple-double, man. He might be the MVP in our league. But we ended up taking Lauri Markkanen. And the next team up will be the Heat. And the Heat can only play one team, and they end up playing the Magic. And honestly, I thought this game would be a lot closer, but I guess this Magic team just isn't good whatsoever. Not even being able to crack 100 points, which is absurd to me. Butler, Bam Adebayo, Kevin Love all did their thing, and the player that we took was Paolo Banchero. And the next team up will be the Knicks, and the Knicks will end up going against the Nets. And 2 New York rivalries that we have here. I mean, I know New Jersey does wish that they had a team, which low-key should give them one, or the Seattle Supersonics. Just give somebody a team. But this game was close enough for me to jump in. 108, 107 with 44 seconds left. I felt like definitely this is a game we could go into. As you see there, they get the kick down to Randall, and Randall just misses, which that's just such a Julius Randle type shot. As Spicy P on his new team ends up trying to go left-right, gives it to Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons with the reverse lay and makes it good, making it 109-108 for the Nets. The Knicks here need a bucket to score if they want to win this game, or even just keep going on into this league. As they give it to Jalen Brunson, gives it to RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett at the post to Mitchell Robinson, as Mitchell Robinson dunks the ball. And with 110 to 109, they need to score here, the Brooklyn Nets, if they want to continue to go on. But I thought they were going to put up a really stupid shot, how they like dribble out the ball, but ends up giving it to Pascal Siakam and lays it up with the and one, making it 111 to 110. And this free throw right here will at least give them a little type of insurance, just to kind of like not have to worry so much about giving up the 2, and they could play really on the 3. As RJ Barrett brings up the ball with 2 seconds left, puts up a half-court shot, and it's off. And sadly, this was a really good game. So to see the Knicks go out like that is pretty sad. As you see there, that guy, Pascal Siakam, 34 points. Jeez. As we did take Jalen Brunson for them, making them honestly a pretty good team. And the next team up will be the Wizards, and the Wizards will end up taking New Jersey. And the next team is the 76ers, and the 76ers will end up playing this Nets team, which has been pretty hot. But this was all 76ers, man. Just that man, Joel Embiid, you know, in the regular season, he's a demon. You know, if this was playoffs, honestly, I think the Nets win this. But yeah, just a blowout from the 76ers. Pascal Siakam tried to get it done, but James Harden had himself a game. And the player that we took was Mikal Bridges. I felt like he just makes the team a little bit better. And the Celtics end up getting picked next, and they take Connecticut. And the next team up is the Rockets, and the Rockets will end up taking Arkansas. And then the next team up is the Suns, and the Suns will end up taking New Mexico. And the next team up is the Hornets, and the Hornets will end up playing against the Hawks, which two young teams with both LaMelo and Trae Young on this team, as it could go either way, I felt like, but it looked like it was going to be all Hawks. The game was starting to get close, but the Hawks did take away in the end. And just a good game, honestly, from both teams. And not one, not two, but three guards on this team. I don't know how it's going to work, but we'll find out. As the Hawks end up playing again, and they'll go up against the Heat, which now adding LaMelo Ball to this team might make them really good. But at first, it was all Heat. Then the Hawks start to make a comeback, and then it was just Hawks kind of really the whole way. As I don't know why I kept pausing there for this. This game has been over. But yeah, Jimmy Butler couldn't do it, as you know, Trae Young did his thing, but LaMelo Ball, his first game with the new team, didn't do so well. And Bam Adebayo was the player that we took. And the next team up will be the Pacers, and the Pacers end up taking Kentucky. And the next team up will be the Mavs, and the Mavs end up playing against the Rockets. And let's see what this game has to offer, as it is the Rockets that are up top right now. The Mavs are starting to make a comeback. It's not close enough, as Luka Doncic did try to make himself a game, same with Kyrie, but hey, these young boys over here, they might be nice. Is it even a question that we're taking? We're obviously going to take Reggie Bullock. I'm just playing. You obviously going to take this white chocolate. And the last team is the Pelicans, and they only have two teams to go up against, which is the Grizzlies and the Rockets. And they'll end up going against the Rockets, which just got some new players. I don't know if this young Rockets team is going to lose, but Zion Williamson and Memorial Mills might have a little duo chemistry over there, as this game is pretty close. Hold on, make it close enough, please. Come on. This ain't close enough. As they did end up being a 2-point game. But Victor with 27 points, Sengun had himself a good game, so did Luka. Zion Williamson had himself a game, but you know who's going to come here now. Low-key with Zion Williamson on this team. Now this team might be the favorites with Luka, Zion, Jalen Green, and Wembananas. Come on. As you see, that is the end of the first round, and there's already some big teams. Shout out the Houston Rockets, shout out the Nuggets, shout out the 76ers. But let's see what the second round has to offer. And let's see what this game has to offer, which two rivalries of a team here, Celtics 76ers. Usually the Celtics are always on top of this team. And even with Mikal Bridges, it's still close. And I'm going to jump in this game. 104 left, down by 3 for the 76ers. Let's see if they can make their comeback. As the 76ers do have the ball here, have a chance to make this game a tie game or cut it down to 1. James Harden gives it to Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid down in the paint, and that's just too easy for him. I mean, this is regular season Joel with 24 points right there, you see. But hey, don't sleep on this Celtics team. I know they don't have Marcus Smart now, but being able to still, like, this team is still really good. As you see that big man right there, number 41, and Tatum with the nice midi, and that's nothing but green. 45 seconds left, down by 3. 76ers need something, just anything, but I mean, that's kind of obvious. Joel Embiid has a favorable matchup right here. Pump fakes, lays it up, fouls. And you know, that, oh wow. Horford's fouled out now. That's crazy. First free throw is good. And the second free throw is good. Gives it to Jason Tatum. And Jason Tatum gets fouled. Tobias Harris, what are we doing? I'm not rooting for any team, but that's just a dumb foul. As Jason Tatum makes the first one. And the second one is good from Jason Tatum. Just a stupid foul. Low-key, they might have to cut Tobias Harris after this. PJ Tucker inbounding the ball. Gives it to Harden. Harden can make something happen. We need to see him turn the clock a little, though. Snatches back. Tries to go to the paint. Nothing's really open for any of them. Gets the screen from Tyrese Maxey. Gives it to Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid This is not it. I'm not gonna lie. 3, and that's off. Wow. And that should be game. Jason Tatum at 25, Al Horford at 18, Joel Embiid at 26 with D'Anthony Melton 23. Where is Mikal? Wow. This is I mean, he did his thing on defense, but 35 minutes only have 5 points and 4 assists with 6 rebounds. I don't know about that one. Now say what you want, but the Celtics now get an MVP center in Joel Embiid. And the next team up will be the Wizards, and the Wizards will end up playing against the Cavs. And honestly, this Wizards team just isn't good in real life and in the game. I mean, Jordan Poole and Kuzma are alright, and they did make it kind of close, but that Cavs team is just stacked. And especially in 2K, yeah, just 135 to 21. Kuzma tried it, but Donovan Mitchell's him. And we did add Kuzma because Jordan Poole would not have helped this team. And the next team up is the Timberwolves, and the Timberwolves will end up taking Iowa. And the next team up is the Bulls, and the Bulls will end up taking Missouri. As you see there, the Bulls and the Timberwolves are now starting to get a nice chunk of land. And the next team up will be the Hawks, and the Hawks will end up taking Virginia. And the next team up is the Warriors, and the Warriors will end up playing against the Suns. Now, but honestly, on this West Coast side, it is looking very dominant between the Suns, the Warriors, and the Nuggets. But right now, LeBron's in these... Oh, I lied. Hold on, please be a close game. This would be such a good game to jump into. And let me see. Okay, 1 minute left, down by 3. I think the Warriors could do it. If there's one team that could do it, it would be the Warriors. Inbound the ball is that Chris Paul. You wearing the number 4 is actually disgusting. Screen from Sabonis. Chris Paul taking it to his left. He needs this game. And won on Bradley Beal. That's the one thing. They just don't got defense. But Chris Paul's revenge game might come sweet. Pause. As he makes the free throw right there, making it a 3-point game with 40 seconds left. But the Suns, though, they can score. Don't doubt them, and especially with Chris Paul on. Yeah, if you're getting guarded by Chris Paul, Devin Booker, you gotta eat. Come on, let's see some Warriors. I don't see Curry out here, which is surprising. Klay Thompson for 3 on LeBron, misses. Rebound for Kevin Durant, and that should be game. Kevin Durant had almost a 40-piece, crazy. LeBron James was just doing LeBron James things. Paul George, you see, look at the top 3 up here is nice, but like Andrew Wiggins doing something like this, yeah, that's a no-go. And Curry basically said, fuck Chris Paul, I'm gonna go join your team and try to make it better. As, yeah, no, this team actually looks disgusting with Curry, Booker, LeBron, Kevin Durant, and Ayton, and Bradley Beal on the bench. But who are they stopping? And the next team up will be the Cavaliers, and the Cavs will end up playing against the Hawks. And let's see if LaMelo Ball and these Hawks can take down this Cavs team with Kuz. But so far it is all Hawks, and it's still all Hawks. And wow, that was all that she wrote. Just a great game for honestly all the guys new that we added. And then on the other side, Donovan Mitchell tried, but just wasn't enough. And I took Evan Mobley for them. You said you could have took Donovan Mitchell, but there's already so many guards on this team. They need something like defensive wise. And the next team up will be the Nuggets, and the Nuggets will end up playing against the Bulls. I don't know if this Bulls team is gonna be able to beat the Nuggets, as yo, they just made me eat my words, I think, because Giannis might be that guy. Hold on, I'll make it close, please. It's not close. Oh my God, yeah. Shea, the Joker, Jamal Murray, Lauri Markkanen just lost to Okongbo and DeMar DeRozan. That is actually crazy. And yeah, I guess, you know, this is imperialism, because you think one thing and just another happens. But now is this team the favorite? Who knows? And a lot has changed, and the second round isn't even over yet. And the next team up will be the Grizzlies, and the Grizzlies will end up going against the Rockets. The Grizzlies have gotten the short end of the stick, not being able to get any players, but so far, it looks like it don't matter, as they are kind of taking away this game. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. So they only win by 3, but this stacked team loses to the Thug. Oh, my, he dropped 44. Like I said, bro, it is always just something new with this type of series. And the next team up will be the Trailblazers, and the Trailblazers will end up taking Idaho. And then the next team up will be the Suns, and then the Suns will end up going against the Trailblazers. I mean, again, just another team that's outmatched and everything is this Portland Trailblazers team, but who knows? It might be Dame time, but I think it's past Dame time's curfew, as, yeah, this team just got blown out. As, yeah, you know, just look at this team, bro. Who's gonna stop this team? This actually might be the favorites. I mean, adding yet another guard to this team, but who else am I going to take from Portland? Like, Josh Okogie? I mean... And the next team up will be the Pacers, and the Pacers will end up playing against the Bull. And let's see what the Pacers can do. I mean, Tyrese Halliburton did get all that money, and he's showing it right now what he can do, taking down 2 MVPs. Hold on, please make this game close. Oh, that was close. It's not anymore. Oh my, wow. We just missed a 1-point game. My bad, y'all. It's just, there's no way. Tyrese Halliburton took down this team with, I just don't get it. I don't get it. You have this guy, and you still lose, whatever. And I felt like adding a lob threat in a Konkpo for Halliburton would just make it better than having Jokic. And the last team is the Celtics, and they'll end up taking Rhode Island. And we are now down to the final 6 teams, being the Phoenix Suns, the Grizzlies, the Pacers, the Hawks, the Timberwolves, and the Celtics. And now let's go through their teams and see what they have. As the Pacers have Halliburton, Benedict Mathurin, Buddy Hield, Okonkpo, Miles Turner, TJ McCollum, and Jarris Walker. Honestly, not a bad team, but I don't see it being one of the top teams. Now, this Phoenix Suns team might be one of the favorites with Curry, Devin Booker, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, DeAndre Ayton, Damian Lillard, Bradley Beal, and then just the rest are some bums. But if you have already a good solid 7 like that, I don't see what team's going to beat this. And the Timberwolves probably the weakest team here with Mike Conley, Anthony Edwards, Jaden McDaniels, Karl Anthony Towns, Rudy Gobert. It's really just the Timberwolves because they didn't play any teams. And this Celtics team does look pretty nice with Malcolm Brogdon, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Kristaps Porzingis, and Joel Embiid, with Robert Williams and Al Horford coming off the bench, and Derek White. Really adding an MVP in Joel Embiid and just having an actual center for the Celtics finally might make this team pretty good. And another sleeper team with John Morant, Luka Doncic, Desmond Bane, Jaren Jackson, Steven Adams, Marcus Smart, and Xavier Tillman. I mean, coming out of nowhere and then getting Luka Doncic is definitely going to make them a pretty surprising team. And this team, which had to do a lot of winning to even get here, with Trae Young, DeJounte Murray, LaMelo Ball at the 3, which is crazy, Evan Mobley at the 4, and Bam Adebayo at the 5, with Clint Capella and Okongwu at 6 and 7, which... honestly, I don't know how this is working, but it is. With running 3 guards and especially having LaMelo at the 3, might have been their X factor to win maybe this series. And the next team up will be the Timberwolves, and the Timberwolves will end up taking North Dakota. And the next team will be the Grizzlies, and the Grizzlies will end up playing against the Hawks. 2 rivalry between Luka Doncic and Trae Young, both getting traded. Let's see what can happen here, as it was the Hawks and then the Grizzlies, and I want to jump in, but I don't think there's a point to. Yeah, no, there's no point. As the Hawks end up winning, beating down John Morant and Luka Doncic. I mean, they had a good run, but it comes to an end. And yeah, Luka makes this team honestly pretty crazy, but I don't know how the defense is going to be, but maybe, DeJounte Murray coming off the bench might be him. And the next team up will be the Celtics, and the Celtics will end up playing against the Pacers. And let's see if the Pacers, making these comebacks. I want to see if they can maybe beat this Celtics team, but so far the Celtics are making a comeback, making it pretty close. I'm jumping in. With 2 minutes left, down by 5, let's see if the Pacers can beat them. Celtics give the ball to Brogdon, to Tatum. Tatum to his right, tries to lay it up, and makes it, making it now a 7-point game. Giannis in a Pacers jersey looks honestly so disgusting. But Pacers jerseys are kind of tough, but like for Giannis, I just, see him in a Milwaukee's jersey. Speaking of Giannis, pump fakes, tries to do something, gives it out to McConnell. Why is McConnell out here? McConnell goes up, doesn't get fouled, gets the rebound for the Celtics. Celtics give it to Tatum. Tatum gets a screen from Embiid. Embiid rolls to the paint. Tatum on Buddy Hield. Tatum post up. Tatum, it jumps out of bounds. That's crazy. They needed that one, to be honest. Giannis bringing up the ball. Getting guarded by Porzingis. Has wide open Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield shoots the ball. Misses. Giannis gets the rebound. Lays it up. Now makes this a 5-point game. Giannis with the clutch rebound there, keeping them alive. Who knows if that's their way to get to the championship. Tatum gets the screen from Tingis Pingus. Shoots a midi. Gives it up to Porzingis. Porzingis for 3 is nothing but net. That might be game right there. Giannis takes a weird floater and misses, and that is probably game. Tatum with 33, Jaylen Brown with 22. Embiid had himself an okay game. Giannis, on the other hand, tried to do everything he could. I'm pretty sure Tyrese Halliburton fouled out because there's no way he wasn't playing. If okay, no, he didn't foul out. Just the coach just didn't put him in. That's smart coaching over here, guys. And Giannis makes this team a juggernaut to BH. Low-key, Celtics Suns finals maybe. And the Hawks could only play the Celtics, and they're gonna have themselves a matchup because this is gonna be a hard one. Now adding Giannis, Joel Embiid, and Tatum, but it doesn't matter. The Hawks, oh my God, upset the Celtics team. Bam Adebayo had himself a game. I mean, it was really just Bam Adebayo, I guess. I mean, over here, they didn't really do much. And I'm going to add Joel Embiid. You could say I could have added Tatum or Giannis, but I felt like LaMelo Ball is doing his thing at the 3, and I don't want to really kick out Evan Mobley. And Bam Adebayo did just have a good game, but he'll come off as the 6th man. And I'm going to make the Suns play the Hawks just because I don't think we care about this part right here. We just want to see them play. Come on, I just don't think nobody can take down the Suns team, as making me eat my words, I guess. Nah, it's close. It still is pretty close. Is it? It's not. Wow, this Hawks team has really came out of nowhere and beat down, honestly, my favorites, as I thought, this Suns team. As your final 2 teams are the Timberwolves and the Atlanta Hawks, and I think we all know who is going to win this, but if the Timberwolves win this, bro, it's going to be one of the craziest comebacks. All right, this is the game right here. If this Hawks team loses somehow, I would be surprised. But, you know, it's 2K, so who knows? And yeah, it looks like the Hawks won this game. So, the Hawks are your champions, having Luka Doncic, Joel Embiid, LeBron James, LaMelo Ball, Trae Young, Clint Capella, DeAndre Hunter, Evan Mobley, DeJounte Murray, Onyeka Okongwu, Saddiq Bey, and the rest is just the Hawks team. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Have a great night.